go to the invitational competition now, where those claymores will be up for contention, and we will start in the women's invitational with Hong Kong, China against China, and I will hand it over to Alicia Lucas, and a very good evening to Gareth Rees.
Thank you, Rupert. Wasn't that wonderful to see all the cultures blending here? Hong Kong, very much the modern home of sevens, and obviously Melrose, that club that started playing an abbreviated version as a pre-season fitness encounter. Well, it's all turned into this. And what a great opportunity for our hosts, Hong Kong, China, taking on the Chinese team from the mainland. Both of these teams playing on the Challenger Series, which is the second tier, fighting for a right to get to Madrid. And that is the traditional Hong Kong jersey. China's women's team, top of the Challenger Series. And let's system in as both of these teams take to the field, and the crowd will let you know what it's all about. Well, great recognition there from Natasha Olsen-Thorn, the 31-year-old, given the honor of leading out the two teams. And you can just sense the energy in the building, Alicia.
You most definitely can. A special occasion for these women from Hong Kong, China, to play in this packed stadium on their home turf, up against a really tough opposition in China, leading the Challenger Series, won both legs thus far. A really tough outfit, but the energy of Hong Kong will definitely lift this Hong Kong China team.
These Hong Kong China players, products of the growth of the club game. These youngsters, there's one there delivering the ball for HSBC. We've seen it grow from year to year, and the Big Sevens event has always been the catalyst. The referee for this one will be Sunny Lee. Key player there, and Wang Yu, the 27-year-old. And as we mentioned, the team in all red is China. They are leading the Challenger Series. But it will be Hong Kong, China to get us underway. Nice high hanging kick. And the crowd are right in behind it. It's been knocked forward. Advantage being played for the China team. They line up with two on the short side. It's a really well-organized, really disciplined effort. There are some more development type players in this China team, and some of the senior players were also playing in the Hong Kong 10s across the road. Amazing event that is. The kick is blocked. The local Hong Kong China people love that and think they have possession. They've won a penalty 5 meters out. Quick tap. This crowd are going to go crazy. There's hands in the ruck there. Oh, a tough call. Hong Kong China penalized for not releasing.
A tough call for Hong Kong China. The crowd hates it. They are disappointed in the turnover there, but that's what happens when you snipe around the ruck and you get isolated against this really tight-knit China defensive team.
Agnes Chan was guilty, and it will be Yang Feifei. Quick tap, 5 meters out from their own line. Playing with real confidence. Strong carry there from Zhu Yang. She's brought down though, and the crowd are going to live every play with us here. Every tackle. Wang Yu with the carry. And the ball's available. Hong Kong China trying to counter ruck. Finally having to come in and sort it out is Wang Yutong. Good hands from the China team, but equally good defense from the hosts. This is, of course, a three-team format, the Melrose Claymores competition. Thailand women are also here. They're currently 7th on the Challenger Series. But looking at the outside and backing herself, Yang Feifei decides to stop. Powerful tackle from Chong Kai-Yan. From Hong Kong China looking for the outside. Yutong, she flips it back inside. An advantage, and the crowd will let you know. Hong Kong trying to have their hands on the ball, but we're going to come back to the initial knock-on.
Breathtaking stuff, Reese. China building some really nice platform of play, but the crowd aren't letting them get a sniff. Yeah. They are willing their Hong Kong China defenders into every tackle. They're riding every meter, and they're making it extra hard for this Chinese women team to get any ascendancy in the game.
Well, we've seen some amazing sights over the years. This Hong Kong team either playing in the qualifier here or being in the big tournament. And so close on so many occasions. The men will follow with a similar format. Japan, the extra invitational team there. So great action for these local fans to cheer on. And that's a messy scrum that's going to be reset. Alicia, what can it do for you playing at home? You've had the opportunity to play on home soil. How does it lift you as a high-performance athlete?
Nothing can beat the energy of a home crowd and how much inspiration that gives you as a player. You want to perform for yourself, but also your family, your friends that are around.
Well, Zhang Guiyan just had a little knock-on at the base. The referee was trying to play advantage. It didn't accrue. A little bit of niggle there. Even though this is an invitation, it's clear their national pride's on show here.
It most definitely is. And these two teams have gone tit for tat with each other for many years, playing in Asian qualifiers or Asian championships in the Challenger Series. And so they know each other's style. They're not too far away from each other. And the heated energy of this electric crowd adds to that.
Here we go. China put in. Fei Fei hits up midfield. They come back. The powerful running of Zhao Dang, but she's brought down and the crowd loves it. Good line speed from the Hong Kong China defense. And it looks like they got their hands on it and they've won the penalty. Quick tap. Into space, looking to curve on the outside. Was Zhang Guiyan. They've regrouped. Big tackles going in. No clear release. The player off her feet. And it was Xu Jiaoyang. Quick tap. Hong Kong wants to give it a go. Again, Chinese players crawling on their hands. That's not allowed.
China all over the Hong Kong, but they're playing quick. They're playing up tempo. They're looking to go.
Nam, come on. There's numbers out wide. Doesn't quite go to hand originally. Olsen Thorne driving hard. Quick pick from the base. It's opened up. Zhang Guiyan for Hong Kong China.
Guiyan lights up this stadium. The big smile on her face. The crowd loved it. She had been sniping away down the left-hand edge. She sees the blind side is open. And like a thief in the night, she steals her ball. Look at her brilliant smile, knowing what that means to her and her teammates playing on home soil. Fabulous to watch.
30 years young, and she scores under the post, so there won't be an extra conversion. One of the trial laws they're working on here to speed up the game, any try that happens under the post will be an immediate 7 points awarded. And another one is popped out the side for Balthazar, Nikelia Balthazar. A second try for Hong Kong.
Brilliant, brilliant Balthazar. The restart was excellent. Contestable high kick. The China went up for it but didn't. Able to secure, and Balthazar caught them napping. Wow, what a start from this Hong Kong China team. She gets the two.
What a strike and what a start for Hong Kong, China. Up 2 scores. Very much against the run of play. The first of 3 matches here as part of the Melrose Claymore celebration. The crowd are loving this. Well, we saw Robbie McRobbie receive the Claymore sword as part of the ceremony before a game. A man who's done so much to grow the game in these parts. He must be blown away. But right now, it's China who slid up the right-hand side. Powerful running. The home crowd don't like it. It's getting tense. But a big run in and a big try for Zhu Xiaojiang. China on the board.
China took their opportunities. Hong Kong, China overcommitting at the ruck, opening up this young woman to fly down the sideline. Xiao Wan streaking away, silencing the crowd here.
Conversion just falls short, but that will do it. An important try for Zhao Yang. But that'll do it for halftime. It's the home side, Hong Kong, China, up over China, 14 points to 5. As we do on the series, we'll get some insights into the home team's huddle.
We have to start well. These first 2 minutes, on this big ball, we normally get the ball into our attack. Keep maintaining the tackle, and then we're going back to the inside. The next 2 minutes will determine this game. The focus of those 2 minutes, we're doing it.
So both teams trying to regroup. It's a Chinese team that's got some pretty serious support over the years. Gordon Titchen's an advisor currently. The great New Zealand coach who's won here many, many times. And welcome back to Hong Kong Stadium. It is the Melrose Claymore's Challenge. In red, it's China kicking off and receiving. In the blue jerseys, it's Hong Kong, China, who took a surprise lead, and they are up 14 points to 5 through 2 great tries, and now they've won possession, and they're going to settle things down. Alicia, they're playing with passion, and they're getting it done right now.
They most definitely are, and they're in a fabulous position here. Coach Andy Wilkes spoke about at halftime controlling the first 2 minutes of this half, and this is a fantastic platform to be able to do that.
Andy Wilkes, the former England player, he coached the Italian 7 for almost a decade. He's been brought in as the head coach of this Hong Kong China team. There's the kick option. It's going to weasel off into touch. The referee's going to come back for the previous advantage penalty.
There was a high tackle from China. Hong Kong, China were playing advantage. Nice time to use a little kick option and put some variation in your game when you know you can get the ball back if it doesn't actually pull off.
Set move straight from the training pitch. The show and the go. The jersey grab was just enough from Wang Rui. But still, Hong Kong, China putting the pressure on. Shannon Forrest ships it out wide. The short ball and the big collision midfield. The ball's loose and China's got their hands on it. The referee's going to bring it back for an initial China knock-on.
The Chinese defense is holding really quite strong. They're just letting themselves down at the breakdown where they're falling off their feet and knocking on that ball. They're in the position for a really good turnover with some isolated single carries from Hong Kong, China.
We're going to have a time off here. A couple of subs available to be used. Liao Juli coming in for China. 23-year-old.
Thank you. Scrumming first half is good. Get the stability, okay?
Referee asking for a stable scrum here, and what a good platform it is. And look at this formation, Lisha. Two in behind in sort of an I formation.
It's a bit like the flying V, Greasy. You'll see one peel one way and the other. Oh, they go together now, spicing things up. Hong Kong, China are.
Driving for the line, 2 meters short. 5 Chinese players needed to stop the Hong Kong China incursion. There were numbers out wide unmarked, but they couldn't get the ball there. And straight over was Wang Rui. That'll be a penalty. Quick tap. She's already got one, looking for a second. Is Chong Kai-yan. And the referee's deemed another penalty. I wonder if she made... Oh, this time she's deemed that Hong Kong China were holding on to the ball.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen Chong go into space out on the right-hand edge. I think she was playing thinking that China were offside, but they go quickly. They're not leaving anything out on this pitch.
Well, a surprise tactic in many ways. China's given the ball back to Hong Kong China. Kai-yan knows she has support. Well, this is when the lungs are really starting to burn. Big tackle midfield. Hong Kong China managing the clock well. Good step and go there. On the outside, Natasha Olsen-Thorn backs herself. Individual brilliance for Hong Kong China.
Captain fantastic. Olsen-Thorn with the one-on-one down the left-hand edge. She sizes her up a little 1-2 step, and the brilliant bend, the grit on her face shows how much it means to her. And as she knows she's across the line, the teeth light up with a big smile.
Look at those scenes. That's what it's all about. This event has helped grow the game in these parts. The conversion just slides in front of the posts. Well, these coaches will be happy. Andy Vilk looks like he can still play, but hitting the gym. And Paul John, the great Welshman, done so much himself for Hong Kong rugby. Well, Gareth Baber, the Olympic gold medalist, coach of Fiji, putting some time here. Here we go, 19 points to 5, 2.5 minutes to play. Hong Kong, China, can they hold on here? This, of course, is part of a 3-team format, the Melrose Claymores Challenge. For the women, Thailand are also in town, and there'll be several games on Saturday and Sunday. And everything's going their way. Hong Kong, China win the penalty. Quick tap, they want to get more. Olsen-Thorn's off. She gets the ball into space. Really well organized, the Hong Kong players right now. They're asking all sorts of questions. One-on-one battle out wide. Kai-yan takes the outside. She's just brought down and then bundled into touch.
The confidence this Hong Kong China team are playing with is infectious. They're all getting the ball. They're all having a crack. Kai-yan there, just barreled into touch.
On the field for China, Li Zhang, and for Hong Kong China, Vivian Poon. And also for Hong Kong China, Gabrielle Rivers, the 21-year-old. What a moment.
These are the occasions you dream of in your career, to play on home soil at a young age and to be amongst this atmosphere and to get to play the sport you love doesn't get much better.
I mean, we've had the world champion Australians, your old team in here. We've had Fiji, we've had New Zealand. There's not been a bigger reaction from this crowd than this great local derby. Hong Kong, China up against China. The stadium is abuzz. 1 minute 10 to play. The short side is open and taken ceremoniously by Chang Chengjian. She's got space. Does she have the pace? 22 meters out. Big chase coming in. But she's going to get there. Kang Chengjian gets on the board for China.
Cheng Tian claws her team back into this match. A solid scrum platform, but some incredible, brilliant eyes-up footy. Scooting down that blind side, backing her pace. And just streaking away for China.
The conversion is good. So there is life yet. China only down a converted try. With 20 seconds left, the ball will be reintroduced. A couple of subs coming on for Hong Kong, China.
Stand back on.
China need to get their hands on this quickly. If not, Hong Kong, China can run out the clock. Big tackle midfield. Counter ruck is coming in. China's committed to it. Hong Kong, China has it. 5 seconds to play here. If they can secure this ruck and get the ball off the field, they'll have a famous win. And the crowd will let you know. Just listen in. Incredible scenes here at the Melrose Claymore's first game. Historic win for Hong Kong, China over China. Look what it means to these women.
It is an incredible occasion. The emotions on their face say it all. They are pumped, they are elated. And that'll definitely be a career highlight for some of these girls.
Just in now.
Final whistle. China 24, Thailand 0, which means China progressed to the final. They just beat Hong Kong, and we say farewell to Thailand. Thank you.
Well, there it is, the breakfast show. We'll look for more of that and more content on Rugby Pass. Great to see. How many breakfasts did you have there, Tom Mitchell? That was a big feed. We are now into the Women's Invitational Final. This is part of the Melrose Claymore's competition. 3 teams, 3 Asian teams come here alongside the Cathay HSBC Hong Kong Sevens. And it's been a huge success. Big crowds, lots of action. Wilson Thornton lead out Hong Kong China women. And for the Chinese team, it's a young team, but they fought their way to this final with a big victory over Thailand earlier today. So we're going to have some hardware handed out, and the home side's going to be in action. We just heard the south stand is full, and the rest of this building is filling up on day 3 here in Hong Kong. A little bit of drizzle. And I'm Gareth Reese, delighted to be bringing you all this action, all the festivities. The drummers will be out, joined by a man who's come out of that tunnel many times here in Hong Kong, Tom Mitchell, Olympic medalist. And Tom, isn't it great to see these local athletes getting a shot on the big stage?
Absolutely, and it's great for the local support and also great for all the fans here. It's been some unbelievable competition in these games. It's been really tight. When these two sides met, first round, just squeezed by Hong Kong China. Let's see, round 2.
Yeah, they definitely used the power of the crowd. That was Friday night they played, and this place was packed a longer day. But we're going to let them go and just listen into this crowd welcoming these two teams to the final of the Melrose Claymore competition. Big smiles all around this Chinese women's program in the red jerseys. They are currently #1 on the Challenger Series. That's the second-tier series, but all the teams are fighting out with a slightly younger group in here. But that team, Hong Kong China, currently 8th on the Challenger Series. Our referee will be Sunny Lee, one of the local referees who's done a great job keeping these games flowing. A few trial laws in play. We'll keep an eye on that. If a team scores under the post, for example, they get an automatic 7. Something, Tom, you and I both like. Speeds up the game a little bit.
Yeah, I do. I just think it's always a given in front of the 6, well, it should be anyway. So why not just make it a 7, get back, do the kickoff, off we go.
We just got a shot there of Chung Kai-yan, the 30-year-old for Hong Kong China, and she's been outstanding, as has the captain you saw there, Olsen Thorne. They'll need big leadership here against this very well-drilled, organized Chinese attack. Really humid conditions, and China in the red jerseys kicking off from left to right in front of a full stadium here in Hong Kong. Hong Kong China receiving the kickoff. Good pod lift there. 4 Chinese players in that narrow channel. Looping around, but scracked down in the middle was Vivian Poon, and she's been penalized for not releasing. Quick tap from Su Jiayang. 5-on-3, and we have hearing the crowd showing a little bit of displeasure. Obviously they're cheering on the home side, so they're letting the players in red know who they're supporting. Nice half break there and a good cut from Wang Yu, just extending that Hong Kong defense and getting the first try of the final for China.
Well, I just this second, just before she did it, put a little dot next to her name because she has been excellent. Wang Yu just going on the out, running at pace. The Hong Kong China defense can't keep up with her, and opening the account in this final.
Conversion is good. As you mentioned in that previous encounter on Friday night, it was 3 tries to 2. Hong Kong China winning that one. And there's Vivian Poon. She's been given the start here. Again, a great kickoff from China. This time not gathered initially, but finally Hong Kong China get their hands on it. Olsen Thorne distributes. A little bit of lateral running here. China pretty confident in their defense. It was a big part of their win against Taiwan. Pardon me, Thailand. Long kick. Knocked forward by China. And in fact, it's going to be a penalty because the ball was knocked forward. Quick tap is too quick.
Oh, brought back. I think not taken from the right spot. The crowd don't like it. Of course they don't.
Sunny Lee, our referee, knows she's in the cauldron, doesn't she, Tom?
I love that little bright smile. She knows she's got plenty of eyes on her here.
Chance for Hong Kong China to organize a set move. from the training pitch. Good power run there. And they are going to get it released. 3 players lined up. The crowd are going to cheer him on. 22 meters out. Big tackle coming in. But nice support. That was Baltazar who did well to keep possession for the Hong Kong China team. Midfield attempt. Nam come on. Sucks in a couple of defenders, then gets it wide. Olsen Thorne, she's got the power. This is looking promising for Hong Kong China. Again, a little bit lateral, but she's broken the tackle. Shifted out wide. Agnes Chan for the line. Agnes Chan and Hong Kong China for the try.
And just listen to the roar. It's all Agnes Chan in the end, but it was a great bit of work. Initially on the far edge from Olsen Thorne, carrying hard. And then a roaming run from Kai Yan. She's so lethal with ball in hand. Dishes off to Agnes Chan, who goes in the corner, sends the crowd into ruptures.
Well, we talked to her yesterday about how this is helping grow the game, how much they've done for young people, especially young girls. The 30 years of being in this stadium and engaging the community, it's starting to pay off. Chung Kai-yan telling us about some of the programs they run. But the swing isn't over. Just over 5 minutes played in the first half. China. Just about to say, really strong skills. That one goes behind, forcing Liao Juli to clean up. Ooh, the tackle takes out 2. The outside is open. She's busted it. Yang Fai. She's looking at the post. There's cross cover coming in front of the south stands. Yang Fai with her second try of the weekend here in Hong Kong.
It was a long run in. She looks calm, composed. Still work to do in this game, but Yang Fei is giving them the lead. She just uses the fend to good effect. So, as an attacker, you try and do that. The tackler's located your hips and tries to come in and take you down. If you shift your hips, make a miss. And that's exactly what Yang Fei did there. And then she went the length.
The kick slides by. Great run from her. So only 7 points the advantage of the missed conversion. Shulei Sun down there. Very kindly, Sunny Lee, the referee, allowing her to get it sorted.
Time back on.
So China kicking off again. These are great kickoffs, just towering up there. But it's bounced kindly. Hong Kong China into space. Incredible. And look at the grin on her face as she brings this crowd to her feet. Awesome running from Chung Kai-yan. She's becoming the inspirational leader of this team and stepping up at all the big moments, Tom.
Well, the moment it dropped into her hands, I thought, she's gone here. She's just too fast to be caught. Somewhere between a grimace and a smile, I think turning from one to the other, is she streaked down that touchline. What a moment for these Hong Kong China players in front of their home support.
Well, Tom, we've all been coming here for years and celebrating, but in that iconic blue Hong Kong jersey, these are historic moments they're creating. The growth of the women's game, but also their country on show here in the big stage.
Absolutely. And they'll be desperate to get on the right side. It's only the first half. What a treat so far. We got another 7 minutes after this.
Well, we got another 7 seconds here, and anything can happen in the Sevens game. China do have their hands on it. The Hooters sounds. We'll see if China wants to play. No, they're going to take a breather with a 2-point lead. And the crowd's going to let them know what they think about that. So after a pulsating first half here in the final of the Melrose Claymores competition, it's China 12, Hong Kong 10. As is the case on the HSBC World Series, a little bit of insight and sounds from inside the huddle. This time Hong Kong, China.
Decisive, confident. In defence, their lives look in some really good shape, making intelligent decisions in the ruck, keep ourselves on the feet, put pressure on, get a turnover, put pressure on their skills. Then, if it's on, yes, go for it. Make sure you're slowing that ball down if you're not stealing it. Hi. Keep working for each other, stay alive.
Hi. Great. Running. Let's try and take it forward.
Calm, cool messages there. The Welsh influence, of course, massive in Hong Kong rugby, as is the English. And Captain Natasha Olsen-Thorne adds her final comments. Tom, what would your words be if you were the head coach of Hong Kong, China?
Well, they've not done a huge amount wrong. I think Andy Vilk played with him a bit back in the day. And I was just starting out. Wonderfully experienced player and coach. Talking about staying alive in defence. And in games like this, you just got to try and force the opposition to go run more. Every single time.
Well, if you don't think the kids are getting inspired watching a little bit of rugby, it's fantastic. All ages on show here. Day 3 of the Cathay HSBC Hong Kong Sevens. The cave people are here, Tom.
You got a favourite fancy dress outfit you've seen so far, Reece?
Oh, I really liked some dinosaurs early on. Nothing too controversial for me, you know that. We are back to the action on the field, the final of the Melrose Claymore Invitational here in Hong Kong. Looked like Vivian Poon might have been away again, but the ball spilled. And they come back for that knock-on. A great first half, both sides showing their attacking skills.
Yeah, and ferocious 2-point ball game. 7th games when they're in the balance. Every moment matters. The crowd coming to life again here in the Hong Kong Stadium.
Well, we just announced, the police announced that the South Stand is full on a Sunday. That's not always the case, but I think starting with a great Friday evening of action. Of course, we've got 24 teams in the main competition, 12 of the best women's, 12 of the best men's, plus 6 more here in the Invitational Tournament. It's been a feast of rugby. Looking at the outside again, but this time dumped unceremoniously. Having a quick throw into that. Referee's going to bring it back.
In front of the mark.
A little bit of niggle if you don't think this is important. I don't know if there's anything invitational about this one, Tom.
There's certainly nothing friendly about it. This is competitive, and that's how we like it. It was the skipper, Natasha Olsen-Thorne, putting the initial tackle in that's caused this, giving them Hong Kong China this line out.
It will be no surprise to people who follow their rugby that one of the assistant coaches, the advisory coaches for this China team is the great Gordon Titchens. He'll be delighted to see the miscue at line-out time and the run-in from 60 meters for Zhu Yan, and China extending the lead.
A smile for Zhu Yan. And it's just a fortuitous, it's a mistake from the throw-in from Hong Kong China, and it just drops straight into Zhu Yan's hands. China going with a 2-1 setup at the line-out, which freed up Zhu Yan to just be in that position, catch the overthrow, and stride it in to give them the lead.
Well,
extend the lead, I should say.
Yeah, that'll be missed kick. There's my dinosaur. Oh, he's deflated, literally.
Oh, I don't know, that's pretty rawsome.
So the misconversion means China only 7 points adrift. Plenty of time. Referee's going to have time off. Going to be sub onto the field for Hong Kong China. Stephanie Chan, the 33-year-old, getting to be a part of this great moment here. And the try scorer, Zhu Yan's going to get a breather as well for China. They go for the short kick this time. Beautifully gathered, well timed by Agnes Chan. She's got to try to her name. And Hong Kong China need another one. Nice first carry from Stephanie Chan. Out wide, big defense, big tackles coming in from China. Hong Kong China happy to play that narrow channel for the moment. Perhaps trying to suck in some defenders, but the contact's high. Quick tap, no cards handed out. The crescendo of the crowd playing its part. Oh, flicked over the top, but a smothering tackle from Yang Fei Fei. She's the one who was involved with a little bit of push and shove earlier on. She's made the play there, and again, quick tap from her. She wants to go. She's got the outside. Nice offloading from the Chinese players. In full stride, it is Wang Rui. She's going to break Hong Kong China hearts here. And she gets her second try of the weekend.
Well, it was going back and forth. It was a turnover. Quick tap. Initially from Yang Fei Fei. She was off. She takes one on the hip but manages to get rid of the ball. Then it's just nifty through the hands. Great awareness and great support play from China. Wang Ru.
Well, delight for the Chinese fans here under the post, so it's an automatic 7. 31-10, a little bit of work to do. Sorry, that's a correction, that should be 21-10. 24-10, my apologies. So still a chance for Hong Kong, 2.5 minutes to play. They need one quickly though. But we have noticed with these modified rules, if you get a try and you can dot it down under the post, you don't lose much time in doing it. Surely the Chinese players are off their feet. The referee's letting them play. In and out, the short ball. Wasn't able to get it back. And penalized for not releasing, even though the Chinese player's on her knees, literally.
Well, you made a great point, Reese, that with these new laws, or law variations they're trialling, you can come back into the game really quick. 2 quick scores under the sticks, and they would be level, but with that turnover and time will be ticking away as soon as these substitutions have happened. Is it too late for Hong Kong China?
The clock is mercifully stopped as these subs happen. Wang Xiaojing and the crowd's going to play their part.
They're going to do everything they can, aren't they? The home crowd get behind their team, urge them on in these last 2 minutes of the game.
Here they go. Well, there's an initial bit of good news for Hong Kong China supporters. This is the final. The hardware will be handed out.
Scrum here. Scrum here, girls. Scrum
Great to
here.
have Cafe Group sponsoring and helping out, bringing you the Melrose Claymores Invitational. So the clock is now ticking.
They've got to try something. They've got to go for broke because they need 2 quick scores. So they're going to have to try something outrageous. Maybe just a straight kick through foot race, see if you can get a quick score, and then go again.
That scrum's been reset, so another 15 to 20 seconds lost. I wonder if the kick and chase might be on. See if they can get Chong Kai-yan into space chasing the ball.
Yeah, use the wheels, just put it in a foot race.
There they go. Oh, the kick's blocked.
Let go, Red, let go.
45 seconds to play. They need 2 scores. There's the woman in question. She's been the star of this weekend, continuing to confound the defenses. – 30 seconds to play. They come short.
Tackle.
Hong Kong China desperately looking for anything. Good offload. Just running out of support, but they're going to play to the death here. The hooter will sound, but they have unmarked bodies at the top of your screen. Well, even just to get a score and give this crowd something to cheer about. Smothering tackle again, and the advantage being played, so this half is not going to end. Lurking out wide is Stephanie Chan. She's got one already. Hong Kong China looking in the middle. You've got to credit this Chinese team in the red jerseys. They've worked really hard. They've stayed connected. Some tired bodies out there. Penalty, so the game won't end on a penalty. Quick tap. Flat ball doesn't go to hand. Can they keep it in play? Yes. Oh, it's gone forward, out of the hand. And that will do it. Well, a really great effort from Hong Kong China. But the 2024 winners of the Melrose Claymore Cup are going to be China. They win this one 24 points to 10.
Well, good battle. Both teams leaving it all out there. They're absolutely emptied the tanks at the end. It's China that come out on top. Couple of quick scores second half sealed the deal for them. This Hong Kong China team must be proud of what they've delivered here in front of home crowds.
Well, let's go sideline now with Alicia to get some reaction.
I'm down here with Rabbit. Tell us how you're feeling right now.
So happy, excited. Yes.
And do you have a message to your fans back home?
Back home. My home. Just China. We China win.
Well done today. A great effort against a very rowdy crowd. Well done, and good luck for the rest of the Challenger Series.
Last one is in here. Play game. I'm so happy. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Hong Kong. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, fantastic. And Alicia's right. They had to beat an 8th contender here, and that was the crowd. But they've done it. Wan Yu showing the great character of all these women. So that was the Hong Kong China women saluting. And from where we've come from with this tournament, I played in the old government stadium before this one was built. But to think that the women and the role, the development of the game have had this big stage and have this great opportunity, it's really remarkable.
It's constantly evolving here, isn't it? There's the tradition mixed in with the new, and that's what we're seeing in front of us today. That's the beauty of this sport, the innovation mixed in with the tradition.
World Rugby with their Accelerate program to bring eyes onto the game, which is all part of it in Asia. This has been a big weekend. And the Melrose Women's Cup will be presented by Mr. Ronald Lamb, the Cathay Group Chief Executive Officer. Cathay have been a huge supporter of Hong Kong Rugby Football Union. And look at the smiles on those faces. And the traditional scarf, Tom, the last thing you need in a human Hong Kong, but you get one.
It's iconic, isn't it? Going up there to receive your trophies, the scarves, there it is.
Congratulations, China, the 2024 winners of the Melrose Claymore Cup. And there is the Claymore, the Scottish sword, recognizing the origin of sevens in the Melrose Club and all the great Scottish influencers. And we should mention, before someone gets hurt, Robbie McRobbie, his last tournament in charge, a great Scotsman and an incredible driving force, and done so much here, as do all the men in those striped jerseys and women who have put on this event. And Alan Gilpin there, the CEO of World Rugby, pushing Accelerate and making sure that all our regions get more women and girls playing the game. What a fantastic trophy, but it'd be tough to put in the hand luggage.
Just thinking that, how'd you get it home?
Well, and I'm sure in the tradition, the great tradition of the Hong Kong Sevens, and Gordon Titchens, advisor and coach to this China team, these players will walk around the field, sign some autographs for some kids, do some selfies, and just celebrate the atmosphere. Some concerned executive committee men. Well, they didn't get the result they wanted.